We live in a world tethered to the power grid, dependent on the invisible flow of electricity stored in billions of tiny chemical cells. But what if the science governing those modern batteries was actually uncovered deep in the ancient Middle East? In 1936, laborers building a railway in Kujat Rabu, Iraq, dug into the earth and pulled out a small, pale yellow clay jar. Inside this 15-centimeter ceramic pot sits a hollow tube made from a rolled sheet of copper, and suspended directly down the center of that tube is a single, heavily oxidized rod of iron. 2 years later, Wilhelm Komik, the director of Iraq's National Museum, examined these 3 basic components and recognized the exact anatomy of a galvanic cell. He hypothesized that if you filled the jar with an acidic liquid, the iron and copper would act as electrodes and generate an electrical current. Suggesting that ancient engineers successfully harnessed electricity 2 millennia before Alessandro Volta built his first commercial battery challenged our entire timeline of human technological progress. The artifact emerged from the ruins near Ctesiphon, the ancient capital of the Parthian and Sasanian empires. These were vast, wealthy civilizations that dominated the region for centuries. Their craftsmen were highly skilled metallurgists, producing intricate silver and gold vessels. A leap into early electrochemistry seemed completely plausible to the modern researchers evaluating their work. Following World War II, hobbyists, scientists, and even television shows rushed to replicate the device. By pouring grape juice or lemon juice into replicas to act as a rudimentary electrolyte, they successfully generated a small, measurable voltage. Some experimenters took it further. By substituting the acid with potassium hydroxide, a compound easily derived from wood ash and water, they claimed this alkaline electrolyte created an even more robust, rechargeable power source. Enthusiasts quickly proposed practical applications for this current. They suggested ancient jewelers used it to electroplate silver items with gold, or that physicians used it to deliver mild electrotherapy. Because the chemical reaction works reliably in a modern laboratory, the idea of a functioning ancient battery solidified into widely accepted popular history. But archaeologists look past the isolated chemistry to examine the physical realities of the artifact itself. The jar is completely sealed by an asphalt cap. This perfect insulator traps the copper. Without missing external wires, extracting current is impossible without breaking it. Furthermore, this airtight seal starves the liquid of oxygen, rapidly grinding any chemical reaction to a halt. And those gilded artifacts from the region? Microscopic analysis shows they were coated using a process called fire gilding with mercury. There is zero physical evidence of ancient electroplating. A device cannot function as a battery if its very construction prevents a circuit from forming and suffocates the chemical reaction inside. When archaeologists examined similar vessels from nearby sites, they didn't find electrolytes. Instead, they discovered bronze cylinders containing decomposed cellulose fibers, the microscopic signature of organic papyrus scrolls that have long since rotted away. These jars weren't power plants. They were protective storage vessels. They were discovered buried alongside mystical items, like ceramic bowls etched with spiraling Aramaic script, created specifically to ward off demons and evil spirits. In the ancient Middle East, wrapping an object in specific metals like copper and driving an iron nail into the seal was a well-documented ritual practice. It was a symbolic way to lock away spells and protect the fragile texts hidden inside. We cannot run modern tests on the original artifact to confirm this. During the 2003 invasion of Iraq, the National Museum suffered widespread looting, and the Baghdad battery vanished from the archives. The hypothesis of an ancient electrical grid falls apart under scrutiny, leaving behind a profound look at historical superstition and a devastating cultural loss. The persistence of the battery myth reflects our own modern psychological impulses rather than any concrete evidence of Parthian engineering. We look at a copper tube and an iron rod and immediately see the blueprints of our own highly electrified lives. We project our technological biases onto a culture we struggle to fully understand. Whether you find more wonder in an accidental chemical experiment or an ancient spell sealed in copper, the true story of the Baghdad battery reminds us of the mysteries still lost to the sands. If you enjoyed this dive into the past, Like and subscribe for more history.